Good afternoon, students. In this session we are going to learn how to solve problems based on miscellaneous exercise. See, up to now in this chapter complex numbers and quadratic equations we have completed all the problems of exercise problems very detailedly, and also miscellaneous examples also we have completed. So in this session, out of 20 questions of this miscellaneous exercise, we have selected on 10 problems. We will solve those 10 problems. Remaining 10 problems we need to do for assignment. Those 10 problems also very easy. If you understand the problems based on how we are doing, how we are simplifying, how we are approaching the problem, you can solve the remaining 10 problems very easily. When it comes to question number 1, evaluate I power 18 plus 1 by I whole to the power of 25 and whole cube. So this question here, evaluate is nothing but simplifying that, nothing but finding that whole value into a reduced form. So first of all, let's solve this. I to the power of 18. I already told how to simplify iota values. If it is I to the power of 100 or I to the power of 500, how to simplify that? That 18 we need to divide with 4. What we are getting, the remainder here 16. 16 means what here? Remainder is 2. If remainder is 2, what we need to consider? I square, which is equal to minus 1, right? So that means I to the power of 18 value is minus 1. If we get the value 1, then what we need to consider? We need to consider I. If the remainder is 3, then what we need to consider? Minus I. If remainder is 0, then we need to consider as that value is 1. So this is one case how we can calculate those iota values. Otherwise, that I power 18, how we can write? I square whole power 9 plus 1 by I to the power of 25, we can write I square whole to the power of 12 into I whole cube, which means I square value we know that it is minus 1. Minus 1 to the power of odd number is always minus. So here also we get minus 1 only. So this is minus 1 plus 1 to the power of I square whole power 12, that is even number. Minus 1 whole to the power of 12 is 1. 1 into I is I. But as we know that I should not be in denominator, then what we need to do? Rationalize by I into whole cube. So this will be minus 1 plus I into I is I divided by I into I square. What was the value of I square? Is minus 1. So that minus 1 will be converted as minus 1 minus I whole cube. From that both, if we take minus common, it will become minus 1 whole cube into 1 plus I whole cube. From both, if we take minus common, minus 1 whole cube, and the 1 plus I whole cube, which is in the form of a plus b whole cube, which is minus 1 into 1 cube plus I cube plus 3 into 1 into I into 1 plus I. Right? Simplify this. Minus 1 into I, 1 cube is 1, I cube value is minus I, so it is 1 minus I plus 3I into 1 is 3I plus 3I into I into I square is minus 1, minus 1 into 3 is, this is minus 3. It is minus 1 into 1 minus 3 is minus 2 plus 2I. If you multiply minus inside, it will become 2 minus 2I. If you take 2 common, it is 1 minus I. If you leave like that also, no problem. So like this we need to evaluate those values. Evaluating nothing but simplifying that values to that minimist form. So this is how we need to solve that question number 1 in that miscellaneous exercise. Next we will go for question number 3. That is, reduce 1 by 4, 1 minus 4i minus 2 by 1 plus I into 3 minus 4i by 5 plus I. Here evaluate and reduce both are having same meaning here when it comes to this exercise. Here this reduce is convert into a plus ib form or x plus iy form, which is the purest complex number form. So first of all we need to simplify the first bracket and then go for second, and both if we multiply again we will get in the form of p by q. In that p by q form also, in that q denominator again I is there, means we need to go for rationalize, and finally we need to convert into a plus ib form. So let us go for that problem also. Note on the third question. See, first I will simplify the first bracket. See, here both are having different denominators, so take LCM. Here this is 1 minus 4i into 1 plus I. If you have different denominators, we need to do cross multiplication, right? So it is 1 plus I minus 2 into 1 minus 4i into 3 minus 4i by 5 plus I. So if you simplify that first bracket here, this is 1 plus I minus 2 minus into minus plus 8i divided by, you multiply these two. 1 into 1 is 1, next 1 into I, this is plus I, minus 4i into 1 is minus 4i, minus into plus is minus, but I into I square, minus into minus, again it will become plus 4 into 3 minus 4i by 5 plus I. Now simplify those two. See, while simplifying this, you need to be very concentrate here. Why? Because when we multiply I into I, we need to put minus sign, right? Why? Because that I square value is minus 1. Now 1 minus 2 is minus 1 plus 9i divided by 1 plus 4 is 5 minus 3a into, that is 3 minus 4a by 5 plus 5. So multiply these two. Again we still will get in the form of p by q. So minus 1 into 3 is minus 3, minus into minus plus 4i, 9i into 3 is 27i, plus into minus, minus 9 into 4 36, I into I square. So it will become plus 36 divided by 5 is 25 plus 5i minus 15i plus 3. So which will be equal to 36 minus 3 is 33 plus 27 plus 4 31i divided by 25 plus 3, which is 28 plus 5i minus 15i is minus 10i. See, if you observe this, in which form we got? We got p by q form. In that p by q form, again we got I in the denominator. We should not get I in the denominator when we are reducing it to complex number form. So here what we need to do, 33 plus 31i divided by 28 minus 10i into, we need to rationalize with the denominator. So 28 plus 10i divided by 28 plus 10i. See, if we simplify this, here if you observe these denominators, a plus ib into a minus ib, a plus ib into a minus ib. So here we will get 28 square plus 10 square into this one into this one. You should get real part plus I into imaginary part. After that, what we need to do, real part by this denominator, this is 28 square plus 10 square plus I into imaginary part by this denominator, again 28 square plus 10 square. Simplify karo and send the solution. So like this we need to reduce into simplest form. Nothing but a plus ib, whatever it may be, we need to, if I is in denominator, you need to do rationalize. If it is a negative number, you need to do with positive sign. But finally you need to express as a plus ib form. The denominator you need to separate to real part. Real part means only real number will be there, plus imaginary part. Imaginary part means which is having coefficient of this I. So this is about the question number 3. Next we will go for question number 4. Question number 3, but the solution you need to send. Next one we will solve question number 4 here, which is see what they given, x minus iy. X minus iy is equal to square root of a minus ib by c minus id. See, in order to get that x and y value, we need to simplify this. After getting x and y values, we need to substitute here. In LHS, we will get that RHS. See, to simplify this, first of all, you need to rationalize here c plus id by c plus id. Why? Because here in denominator we have I. As I said, in denominator I should not be there. Whenever I is there, we need to do rationalize. Here c minus id means here c plus id. So it will be x minus ib into square root of, see, multiply those two. If you multiply, this is a into c, this is ac plus I into ad, next I into bc Next, minus into plus, minus I into I square value minus 1. So it will become plus. So this is BD divided by C minus ID into C plus ID. We have formed A plus IB into A minus IB, which is A square plus B square. So this will become C square plus D square, right? Now this can be written as X minus IY is equal to, see that, AC plus BD, see constant time writing, AC plus BD divided by C square plus D square, plus if I take I common, this is AD minus BC by C square plus D square. See, observe carefully, can we write like this? AC plus BD by C square plus D square plus I into AD minus BC by C square plus D square. Next, if we do squaring on both sides, X minus IY whole square. X minus IY whole square is nothing but A minus B whole square form. Simple, expand that A minus B whole square form, which is X square plus IY whole square minus I into 2XY. Minus I into 2XY. A square plus B square minus 2A, which is equal to, if we do squaring on both sides to RHS, root will get cancelled. So it will be in the form of AC plus BD by C square plus D square plus I into AD minus BC by C square plus D square. If you observe here, X square plus IY whole square. What is IY whole square? I square is minus Y square. So which is X square minus Y square. If we take plus I common, it will become minus 2XY, which is equal to, this RHS you write, AC plus BD by C square plus D square plus I into AD minus BC by C square plus D square. If you observe here carefully, this is in the form of, this is A plus IB form, Here RHS also in the form of A plus IB form. See, if both are in the form of A plus IB into A plus IB, we can equate these two. Nothing but X square minus Y square, what we got? AC plus BD by C square plus D square, and here minus 2XY is equal to that. So instead of taking minus 2XY, I will consider 2XY. Then minus we need to multiply to the right hand side. So then it will become BC minus AD by C square plus D square. Check it out. So here now we got X square minus Y square and 2XY value. But what we need here, X square plus Y square is equal to A square plus B square by C square plus D square. We need X square plus Y square, but not X square minus Y square. So how to get that X square plus Y square? We have formula X square plus Y square whole square is equal to X square minus Y square whole square plus 4X square Y square. Check karo. Expand this and expand this. We will get LHS equal to RHS. Now in this formula we will substitute those values. Here X square minus Y square is AC plus BD by C square plus D square, which is whole square, plus 4X square Y square. 4X square Y square is nothing but 2XY whole square. 2XY whole square is nothing but BC minus AD by C square plus D square whole square. Then it will be, first you expand numerator. See, here LCM will be C square plus D square whole square. Why? Because whole square is there now for both. So denominator C square plus D square whole square. When it comes to numerator, this is AC plus BD whole square plus BC minus AD whole square. Expand those two. AC plus BD whole square is A square C square plus B square D square plus 2ABCD. A square plus B square plus 2AB form. Next, plus this one. This is B square C square plus A square D square minus 2ABCD. This is A minus B whole square form. Then 2ABCD plus 2ABCD cancel. Here what we will get? A square C square plus B square D square plus B square C square plus A square D square. Now from that, if I take A square common from the numerator, if I take A square common, what it will be? Here it will have C square, and again where A square here. if I take a square common, it will become d square plus, next b square you take common. If you take b square common, here it will be d square, next here it will be c square, d square plus c square whole divided by c square plus d square whole square. So from these two, if you take c square plus d square common, so it will be a square plus b square divided by c square plus d square whole square. So this one and square get cancelled, which will be equal to a square plus b square by c square plus d square, right? So this is what? X square plus y square whole square, right? So this is what we can prove by using x minus iy is equal to square root of a minus ib by c minus id. See, this is also a very important question. We need to get x and y values by simplifying this. How to simplify? First of all, we need to rationalize. After that, squaring on both sides, root will get cancelled. You will get a plus ib form. In that a plus ib form, by using this formula, you can get. So pause the video to note it down. After that, we will simplify the question number 10. Now question number 10 we will simplify. See, in this question number 4, this is whole square. Starting we have written only x square plus y square equal to, but change it. The question is x square plus y square whole square. Then this answer is correct, a square plus b square by c square plus d square. Now when it comes to question number 10, this is also the same like that. If a plus ib is equal to x plus i whole square by 2x square plus 1, prove that a square plus b square. Here x square plus y square, here a square plus b square. So we need to find a value and b value, substitute here, we will get that RHS. So to find that, first of all, a plus ib. So here complex number form. This RHS also, if we convert into a plus ib form, so equate a and equate b, those two you need to substitute. Very simplest one, that one. So a plus ib is equal to, what is there here? X plus I whole square. X plus I whole square expand karo. X square plus I square plus 2xi divided by, what we got? 2x square plus 1. So this will be a plus ib is equal to x square plus I square value minus 1. So this will become x square minus 1 plus I common 2x by 2x square plus 1. That I will separate to this. 2x square plus 1. Here also 2x square plus 1. See, easily it is converted into a plus ib form. Therefore, a is equal to what? X square minus 1 by 2x square plus 1. Here what is b? B is equal to 2x by 2x square plus 1. So this is the value of a, this is the value of b. Now those a and b values we need to substitute in LHS. Here you consider LHS, where LHS is equal to a square plus b square. Substitute karo those a and b values. X square minus 1 whole square by 2x square plus 1 whole square plus b square. 2x whole square divided by 2x square plus 1 whole square. Expand this. A minus b whole square formula, which is x power 4 plus 1 minus 2x square plus 2x whole square, which is 4x square divided by, here LCM is same, that is 2x square plus 1 whole square. So if we simplify this, x to the power of 4 plus 1. So x to the power of 4, I will write it as x square whole square minus 2x square plus 4x square, which will be equal to plus 2x square plus 1 square divided by 2x square plus 1 whole square. So this numerator we can write as x square plus 1 whole square form. X square plus 1 whole square divided by 2x square plus 1 whole square, which is our required RHS. See, x power 4 we can write x square whole square plus, this is 2x square plus 1. This is in the form of a plus b whole square. A square plus 2ab plus b square, where a plus b is x square plus 1 whole square. So this is about the question number 10. Next, when it comes to question number 12, if you observe here, they are given Z1 and Z2. But what we need to find by using Z1 and Z2, find RE of Z1 Z2 by Z1 bar. Next one is IM of 1 by Z1 into Z1 bar. See, for example, if Z is equal to A plus IB, if Z is equal to A plus IB, what is Z bar? Z bar is A minus IB, which is nothing but conjugate. So Z is A plus IB, conjugate is A minus IB. Then in this Z, what do you mean by RE of Z? RE of Z means real part of Z. What is real part of Z? A. What is IM of Z? Imaginary part of Z. What is that? B. If you remember this concept, very easy concept, you can find this. So this may ask for 2 marks question. They given Z1 and Z2. They need to find RE of Z1 Z2 by Z1 bar. So here you shouldn't do like RE of Z1 and RE of Z2 divided by RE of Z1 bar, not like that. First of all, totally you simplify the bracket, whatever may be the inside that bracket. First you simplify this. You need to convert that inside part in terms of A plus IB form. In that A plus IB form, what is the real part? That you need to find, right? See, one question I will solve, remaining question here. The 12th one, given Z1 is 2 minus I, Z2 is minus 2 plus I. They asked to find RE of Z1 Z2 by Z1 bar, right? Now, first of all, from the given Z1, what is Z1 bar? Z1 bar is 2 plus I. If it is 2 minus I means conjugate will become 2 plus I. Why I have found out that Z1 bar? Because in this LHS it is there. Next, what is there? Z1 into Z2 is there. Z1 into Z2. Multiply those two complex numbers. 2 minus I into what is Z2? Minus 2 plus I. Simplify this. This is minus 4 plus 2I. Minus into minus, which is plus 2I. Minus into minus. Minus into plus minus. But I into I square, which is plus 1 divided by, sorry, only that much. So which is equal to what we got? Minus 1. Minus 4 plus 1 is minus 3 plus 4I. This is what? Z1 into Z2. But what we need to find again still? Z1 Z2 by Z1 bar. What is Z1 Z2 we got? Minus 3 plus 4I divided by what is Z1 bar we got? That is 2 plus I. So first we need to simplify this into complex form. In that complex form we need to find real part. So to find this, what we need to do? Rationalize. Why? Because I is in denominator. Now we need to multiply these two. Minus 3, this is minus 6 plus 3I plus 8I plus into minus is minus. I into I is, it will become plus, which is 4 divided by 2 plus I into 2 minus I, which is 2 square plus 1 square. So minus 6 plus 4 is minus 2 plus 11I divided by 2 square. 4 plus 1, 5. So this one again in terms of proper complex form, it will be minus 2 by 5 plus I into 11 by 5. A plus IB form, which is what? Z1 Z2 by Z1 bar. In that Z1 Z2 by Z1 bar, what we need is exactly RE of Z1 Z2 by Z1 bar. That means in that complex number, what we need is only that real part. That real part is minus 2 by 5. Like that we need to simplify if they ask real part. If they ask imaginary part, for this procedure is same. But after getting that complex number, what you need to take is only imaginary part for this question. So in order to find this one, what we need to do? So we have Z1, we have a Z1 bar also. So 1 by Z1 into Z1 bar you need to do. What is Z1? 2 minus I into what is Z1 bar? 2 plus I. First you simplify this. See what we will get here. See, this is also a good question. See what we will get if we simplify 1 by Z1 into Z1 bar. So 2 minus I into 2 plus I form. Nothing but A plus B into A minus AB. A square plus B square only. What is A square? 2 square plus 1 square, which is 1 by 5 we got. So is it 1 by 5 is in proper complex number form? Yes. 1 by 5 plus 0i we can write. 1 by 5 plus 0i. So which is what? 1 by z1 z2 z1 into z1 bar. So here if you want to find imaginary part, what is imaginary part here? 0, which is so this is 1 by z1 to z1 bar. If you want to find imaginary part of 1 by z1 into z1 bar, which is equal to 0. This is about this second question. Pause the video to note it down. Next we will solve another 5 problems of this miscellaneous exercise. Now question number 16 and 17 from that exercise. Question number 16 is, if x plus iy whole cube is equal to u plus iv, then show that u by x plus v by y is equal to 4 times of x square minus y square. Here x and y, these are constants, here u and v. So in order to find this, find u value and v value, substitute here, so you should get this. So here in RHS part they have given u plus iv. If we can convert this x plus iy whole cube in terms of u plus iv form or a plus iv form, we can equate u value with this real part of this, v value with this imaginary part of this. Then we will get u and v values, those we need to substitute here. So first of all expand this. X plus iy whole cube is equal to u plus iv. So this is the form of a plus b whole cube. You know a plus b whole cube, a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. So it is x cube plus iy whole cube plus 3x iy into x plus iy. A cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b, which is equal to u plus iv. So this is x cube plus iy whole cube. Iy whole cube is nothing but minus iy cube. Why? Because I cube value is minus I, plus 3x iy into x is I into 3x square y, next minus I into I. This I into I is plus, so it will become minus I square is minus 1. 3xy into y is 3x y square, which is equal to u plus iv. Now we need to convert into u plus iv form, nothing but constants here. X cube minus 3xy square plus, from this if we take I common, it will become 3x square y minus y cube, which is equal to u plus iv form. If you observe this, this is in the form of u plus iv form. Therefore u is equal to x cube minus 3xy square. So if you take x common from this, what we will get? X square minus 3y square. In that u only, if you take x common, x square minus 3x square, and v. In this v, if you take y common, what we will get? 3x square minus y square. So this is the value of u, this is the value of v. Those two we need to substitute in the LHS. So consider LHS, which is u by x plus v by y. What is u here? X into x square minus 3y square by x plus what is v? Y into 3x square minus y square by y. X, y cancel. What will get? X square minus 3y square plus 3x square minus y square. So which will be x square plus 3x square is 4x square, minus 3y square minus y square is minus 4y square. If we take 4 common, it will be x square minus y square, which is our required RHS. See, these are all very easy problems, guys. What you need to keep in your mind is, to find u and v values, we need to convert the LHS part in terms of again u plus iv form. So then you will get u and v values, those you need to substitute here. Then finally, definitely you will get that required RHS. So this is about the question number 16. Now when it comes to the different question in that miscellaneous exercise, that is question number 17. So this type of questions they will ask in CET also. If alpha and beta are different complex numbers and modulus of beta is equal to 1, then find this one, this LHS. Again, this is also in terms of modulus. They said alpha and beta are not numbers, alpha and beta are different complex numbers. Different complex numbers means, see, I will consider let alpha is equal to a plus ib and beta is equal to c plus id. As they said, different complex numbers, they have considered in two different forms. And what they given? Modulus of beta is equal to what? 1. Modulus of beta means what? Modulus of this. What is modulus of c plus id? C square plus d square is equal to 1 they have given. So this is the condition they given. Now we need to find this modulus of beta minus alpha by 1 minus alpha bar into beta. So here also we need to find modulus. Modulus means, for example, modulus of a plus ib means a square plus b square. So first of all we need to convert this total term in terms of a plus ib form. Then we need to find modulus. First of all, beta minus alpha. What is beta we have considered? See that LHS you take nothing but beta minus alpha by 1 minus alpha bar into beta. So beta minus alpha. What is beta? C plus id minus of alpha. That is a plus ib divided by 1 minus alpha bar into beta. 1 minus alpha is a plus ib. What is alpha bar? A minus ib into beta. What is beta? C plus id. So first we need to simplify that. So c minus a plus, if we take I common, it will become d minus b, right or not? So this is not multiplication, just subtraction. C plus id minus a minus ib. So c minus a plus I common means d minus b. When it comes to denominator, 1 minus of, so these two are in multiplication. You multiply these two. A into c is ac plus I into ad. Next, minus I into bc, minus into plus is minus, but I into I square which gives minus, again it will become plus b into d is b. This is what beta minus alpha by 1 minus alpha bar into beta. Still we can simplify that, which is c minus a plus I into d minus b divided by, so this one again you simplify, this is 1 minus 1 minus ac minus bd plus, this is minus iad plus ibc. If we take plus common, it will become bc minus ad. Check karo. If you take plus I common, it will become BC minus AD. So plus IBC minus into minus IAD. So minus IAD. Now again this is in the form of A plus IB by C plus ID. Nothing but again in denominator what we have? I. In denominator if we have I, what we need to do? We need to rationalize. See, after doing rationalize, this will be, I will be eliminated. Then we will get A plus IB form. For that A plus IB form, if you do that modulus, we should get that final required answer. So now what we need to do is rationalize with this denominator. See how to rationalize with this denominator. See, this is 1 minus AC minus BD, or again see, in another case also we can do, that is, see here what is LHS part here, this is beta minus alpha by 1 minus alpha bar into beta. For this if we apply modulus, here also we need to apply modulus. In properties of modulus we have discussed Z1 by Z2 whole modulus. Z1 by Z2 whole modulus is equal to Z1 modulus by Z2 modulus. That modulus we can separate. If we separate that modulus, what we will get? This one whole square plus this one whole square, right? That in that way also we can do. If we do like that, it will become modulus of C minus A plus I into D minus P modulus divided by modulus of 1 minus AC minus BD plus I into BC minus AD modulus. Do you understand this? See, first of all, beta minus alpha by 1 minus alpha bar into beta. So this is alpha, this is beta. As they said, two different complex numbers. From those two, we need to substitute in this form. See, after simplification, what we get this. But they are given modulus, that modulus Z1 by Z2 is equal to modulus of Z1 by modulus of Z2, that we know by using properties of modulus. So as per properties, we have separated that modulus to numerator and also denominator. When it comes to modulus, a plus ib modulus means a square plus b square. So that is nothing but here c square c minus a whole square plus d minus b whole square whole divided by here in denominator also 1 minus ac minus bd whole square plus bc minus kd whole square, right? You know now, if z is equal to a plus ib, z is equal to a plus ib, what is modulus of z? Square root of a square plus b square, right or not? So here for both we need to put square root. Here square root and again here square root. So which will be equal to? So you simplify this, a minus c minus a whole square, which is equal to c square plus a square minus 2ac plus d square plus b square minus 2bd, that is numerator part divided by denominator part. Denominator part, so here this 1 minus ac you consider as a minus b whole square form. So it will become 1 minus ac whole square plus this bd whole square minus 2 times of this, 2 times of 1 minus ac into bd plus this one. This is b square c square plus a square d square minus of 2abcd. So this is about denominator. See, as it is a very lengthy part, but you need to simplify with maximum patience. So which will be c square plus a square minus 2ac plus b square plus d square minus 2bd divided by square root of, so simplify this one again. So this is 1 minus ac whole square. Now again 1 square plus a square c square minus 2ac plus this is bd, right? bd is nothing but b square d square. So plus b square d square minus 2 into 1 is minus 2 into bd is minus 2bd minus 2 into plus minus is plus 2abcd plus b square c square plus a square d square minus 2abcd. If you observe this, minus 2abcd plus 2abcd cancel. Next. Now this one, by further simplification, you see, square root of, as we know that c square plus d square is equal to 1. So here c square, here d square. So it will be equal to 1 plus a square plus b square minus 2ac minus 2bd. So that is the numerator we got finally. When it comes to denominator, this is square root of 1 plus. See, if we take c square common, here and again here, what we'll get? If we take c square common, we'll get a square plus b square plus again d square if we take common from these two. D square if we take common, again we'll get a square plus b square. Again we'll get minus 2ac minus 2bd according to that. So which is equal to square root of 1 plus a square plus b square minus 2ac minus 2bd. So divided by square root of 1 plus. So in these two, if we take a square plus b square common, what we'll get? C square plus d square, which is the value is equal to 1. So minus 2ac minus 2bd. So if you observe, these two will be cancelled, which is equal to 1. So very easy, but simplification in very accurately and very fastly you need. So here alpha, beta, two different complex numbers. So for that alpha bar also we find. So those you substitute in the given what we need to find. In that we need to simplify. So in this point of view here, whenever we get Z1 by Z2 modulus, we can take modulus of Z1 by modulus of Z2. Modulus is nothing but square root of a square plus b square, square root of c minus a whole square plus square root of d minus b whole square, divided by square root of this plus square root of this whole square. So that you simplify with 100% concentration, definitely you will get our solution. So which is equal to, final answer is equal to 1. Pause the video to note it down. Next, question number 18. The question is, find the number of non-zero integral solution of the equation modulus of 1 minus I to the power x which is equal to 2 power x. We need to find number of non-zero integral solutions. For example, if you have a quadratic equation, like x square minus 3x plus 2 equal to 0. In a quadratic equation, we will get two roots, nothing but 2 x values we will get. In the 2 x values, how many number of non-integral solutions if they ask means, if you got 2 integers, the solutions, if you got 2 integers, number of non-zero integral solutions are 2. If you got one solution 0, one solution is 2, then number of non-zero integral solution is 2. So like that we need to find number of non-zero integral solutions, nothing but except 0 if you have any other integers. So when it comes to that given, modulus of 1 minus I whole to the power of x is equal to 2 power x. So if you want to remove modulus, what is the formula? If z is equal to a plus ib, modulus of z means what? Square root of a square plus b square, right? So for that modulus it will become square root of 1 square plus 1 square, but again whole to the power of x we have, which is equal to 2 power x. So for example, if we have square root of x we can write x power 1 by 2, right? Root is not but 1 by 2. So here also square root of 1 square plus 1 square, 1 plus 1 2. So 2 to the power of 1 by 2 whole to the power of x, which is equal to 2 power x. So which is 2 power x by 2 is equal to 2 power x. Here it is in the form of a power m is equal to a power n, which tells that m is equal to n. Like that here x by 2 is equal to x. So if we send that x to here, right hand 2 to right hand side, x is equal to 2x. So 2x minus x is equal to 0. Then finally x is equal to 0. What they asked is number of non-zero integral solutions. But what we got, x is equal to 0 only we got. Therefore the number of non-zero solutions, are how many we got? 0. X value also we got 0, but number of non-zero solutions we got also 0. So to simplify this, use the modulus formula, which is square root of a square plus b square, and simplify by equating those two. So this is also easiest question. They may ask for 1 mark question. This one, if a plus ib, this is concept wise, if a plus ib plus c plus id plus e plus if plus g plus ih is equal to a plus ib, then what is this? Show that LHS is equal to RHS. See here I will consider given condition. What is given? A plus ib into c plus id plus e plus if plus g plus ih, which is equal to a plus id. To find that a square plus b square, what I will do is I will apply modulus on both sides. See again in the properties of modulus of z1 z2, modulus of z1 z2 we can write as modulus of z1 into modulus of z2, right? In the previous problem what we have considered, z1 by z2 modulus is equal to modulus of z1 by modulus of z2, like that modulus of z1 into z2 is equal to modulus of z1 modulus of z2. Now we will apply modulus to that both, to LHS and RHS. Then it is in the form of modulus of z1, z2, z3, z4. So I will separate to each and every. Modulus of a plus ib into modulus of c plus id into modulus of e plus if into modulus of g plus ih, which is equal to modulus of a plus ib. but we know that modulus form, which is square root of a square plus b square, so which is equal to square root of a square plus b square into square root of c square plus d square into square root of e square plus f square into square root of g square plus h square, which is equal to square root of a square plus b square. So we can write root a into root b as root ab. So here also we can consider in terms of one root, so which is a square plus b square plus into c square plus d square into e square plus f square into g square plus h square. So it comes under single root. So which is equal to square root of a square plus b square. So which is equal to roots will get cancelled. Otherwise, if you do squaring on both sides also, root will get cancelled. Then we will get our required, which is a square plus b square into c square plus d square into e square plus f square into g square plus h square equal to a square plus b square. What you need to do that for given question is apply modulus. If we apply modulus, you will get this form. If you get this form, you can separate that modulus. If you separate that form modulus, you can apply this formula. If you apply this formula, you will get this form. If you get this form, you can apply square root of ab. Then both sides root will get cancelled. We will get our required term. So this is the question number 19. So required is last. Only one question we have left with that exercise, which is question number 20, which is very most important when compared to all the questions in the miscellaneous exercise. The question number 20 is the very most important. The question is, note on that, if 1 plus I by 1 minus I whole to the power of m is equal to 1. If 1 plus I by 1 minus I whole to the power of 1 is equal to 1, then the least positive integral of m, least positive integral of m is, that means if you simplify that LHS equal to RHS by using that part, if you simplify, you will get m value. In that m value, you will get separate where so many m values will get. Out of those m values, which is the least positive integral? Least positive integral is nothing but least positive integer is 1. You need to find. So this question they will ask for 3 marks question. Very important. First of all, simplify this in order to get that m value. After that, we will decide which is that least positive integer. So here in denominator I is there. What we need to do? Rationalize. So 1 plus I by 1 minus I whole to the power of m is equal to 1. This is the given. Next, 1 plus I by 1 minus I into 1 plus I by 1 plus I whole to the power of m is equal to 1. What I done here? Rationalize with this numerator, denominator. Minus means plus. So you multiply 1 plus I into 1 plus I whole square divided by a plus ib into a minus ib, which is a square plus b square. So 1 square plus 1 square, which is equal to 1. Here whole to the power of m. Next, expand this 1 plus I whole square as a plus b whole square form. 1 square plus I square plus 2i divided by 1 plus 1, which is 2, whole to the power of m, which is equal to 1. So you know the I square value, what is that? Minus 1. So minus 1, this 1 square cancel. This is 2i by 2 whole to the power of m is equal to 1. 2 cancel, which will get I to the power of m is equal to 1. If I to the power of m is equal to 1, can we get the value of m? In the previous question, see the previous question is nothing but, for example, 18th or 17th we have done. In that 2 to the power of x by 2 is equal to 2 to the power of x. Then we have written x by 2 is equal to x. How? When these bases are equal, we can equate those powers. Here also, to get that power value of that m, so we need to convert this 1 also in terms of I. So which will be I to the power of m is equal to I to the power of 4 also we can write. Why? Because I to the power of value is 1, or I to the power of 8, or I to the power of 12, or nothing but 4 into any integer. I power m is equal to I into 4 into any integer. 4 into any integer which gives 1 value. In that, out of all those integers, which is the least value? Least positive. See, I to the power of 0. I to the power of 0 also 1. But they said least positive integer. 0 will never consider positive or negative. So we won't consider the 0. So least is I to the power of m is equal to I to the power of 4. Which means m is equal to 4. M is equal to 4 is the least positive integral when compared to this equation. So pause the video to note it down. By this we have completed the chapter of complex numbers and quadratic equations. The remaining problems of this miscellaneous exercise you need to do for assignment. For that I will send that soft copy. See, while approaching that problem, if you have any doubts like how to approach that problem in the middle, if you get any, still if you have any doubts, you can approach me. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Have a nice day.